All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha Ha Kodash. Okay, and not being over righteous or anything like that, it's best when you give praises to the Lord that you face the east. So, I try to do it if I can't get a prayer in the day. I'll at least try to, face east and give all praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. Showing respect always. All right. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect men pushing this word, this truth. All right. And truth and in sincerity. You're going to risk your life and your livelihood when you step into this ministry, all right? And you see that some people it becomes too much, all right? Um, you know, but as the scripture roughly paraphrases, prepare for I believe it says prepare for temptations, all right? When you step into this ministry, roughly paraphrasing the scripture. And shalom to the children, the women, all right? Women, children who watch and who learn, all right? In this truth, all right? So, I'm gonna start off, okay, on the my previous video. It's just been too many, all right? In the spirit, it's just been too many hits for me to just skip it, all right? This topic, all right? So, I basically sat down, and if you know me, man, I hate Esau's history, man. I hate, the ancient, I hate their pompous, all right? Their pompous ass history, man. I've had to sit and, be bored throughout grammar school, receive, ass whooping after ass whooping for failing to, give a fuck about what an Edomite was doing in the past, man. All right. But okay, so now with the scriptures, it's making sense of who the fuck they really is, man, and and they are who we thought they were. Okay. The fucking devil. All right, so let's get right to it. So, I was my last video, I was pretty much saying how Netflix has a very good show, all right, and it's Alexander. It's called Alexander, all right, the Great, making of a God, okay, and it gives you a scholarly insight, and then it's not all accurate. Some of the portrayals, they had some dark-skinned Greeks to show you, okay, you damn imbeciles, okay? They had dark-skinned Greeks, okay, among Alexander's army, among his men, okay? So and then they also had some outrageous, okay? There was a part where Alexander Ptolemy and Alexander's lover, Olympias or something. All right, they and you got Jake. Jake is all into the Greek, okay? They're all into the Greek shit, man. The sororities and fraternities, man. Okay, Alexander, man, he's the example of that lifestyle, man. Okay, he when they crawled up out of Macedonia, okay, they brought that lifestyle to the rest of the known world, okay? And so, uh, this guy was, again, like I pointed out in the video yesterday, this guy was a, there's no such thing as a bi, okay? People say, oh, he did, he goes with men and women, he's a bi. No, he's full-blooded. No such thing as a bi, okay? Get that nonsense out of your vocabulary. There's no such thing as a bi. Okay, they're full-blooded. Now give me 1 second. All right, Salakia. So, Esau, a lot of you Edomites, and let me start off, let me say this too real quick. Let me get this out of the way. Listen, this is not an attack on anyone's culture, anyone's this is not an attack, okay? People are taking this personally, okay, like it's an attack on 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 a culture, or on a certain race, okay? See, that's not what this is about. See, this is all about truth's sake. We know who you are. You show who you are, okay? This is about clarity, okay? This is all about clarity. For years, our people, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans have been lied to, have been led astray, divided one against another, okay? And so, the Lord is, returning through, his men, okay, to bring those, okay, of the elect together, okay, because those are the only people who are truly going to come together, okay, the elect. And that coming together is, is of the mind, worldwide, a mindset, all right? Just how you have the stars above, okay, and so the elect are the stars that shine here on earth, okay? So you have a star over in the eastern part of the sky, a star in the western, star in the northern, okay? But the stars all do what Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai want them to do, all right? Just because this star's over here, that star's over there, hey, okay? So with that being said, no, this is not an attack. This is for clarity, all right? This is for clarity. For years, we have been taught that, our history starts from slavery. And so, we, through the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, have been, awakened, all right, through Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and shown that that's not the truth, all right? Our history starts at the beginning of history, okay? Recorded and pre-recorded history, all right? Even when, the human body was more intact and it could receive instructions orally, all right? And remember, now we're in these bodies, you can't remember, there used to be a time where, you could remember your grandmother's phone number, your aunties, your sisters, okay, your cousins in St. Louis, your cousins in Florida. You had all those telephone numbers in your mind, okay? But now, okay, the laziness, okay, of this devil, okay? Yeah, I'm going in now on the devil, okay? Because the devil has deceived us, all right? So I have to call him out, okay? He hasn't done a good work, okay? He's done a evil work, okay? Even, you have a lot of Edomites so-called white people who come at us in this truth, leave crazy comments on the comment board, you know, and, without understanding, listen, when you so-called Edomites came to America, you were pushed here. Okay, you were pushed here from Europe. Okay, they opened the prisons in Europe. Okay, and I could get that real quick. Okay, real quick. Like I said, the Spirit is going to take us wherever it take us, man. You know, I'm not trying to take personal credit for any of these lessons, man, ever. Okay, it's all Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, so okay, here we go. Did Britain send prisoners to America? Which colony was founded as a place for English prisoners? About 50,000 British convicts were sent to colonial America. This was about 1/4 of British settlers during the 1700s. Okay, so this is after. So most of you Edomites, you had already came here after so-called blacks. Okay, had founded it, pretty much founded this place. Okay, you see, you came here after this. So, you haven't done any work, you damn devils. Okay, you came here after blacks had pretty much already did the groundwork here in America, and you were prisoners. And so that's what America, going back to this guy, okay, Alexander the Creep and Esau, man, in those caves. Those caves are reminiscent of those European prisons, and that's why we're surrounded by concrete and iron bars, man. Okay, because this place is a prison. Okay, and that's a scripture, man. What's that? Uh, you know, it's a scripture. All right. Let me see if I could get that real quick with another device. I don't want to keep bouncing back and forth through devices. Boop, 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 boop. All right, 1 second. All right, come on, come on. Let me see. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, Zechariah 9 and 9 and 12. Oh man, I'm gonna have to dodge this call. 9:11. As for thee also, no, that's 9 and 12. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Okay, we're prisoners of hope. All right. Okay. Let me see. Prisoner. That was okay. Okay. We're prisoners of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, but we're, because we're trapped here where? In Babylon. All right. So yeah, there's a few prisoners. There's a lot of prisoners. You can go through it, but I'm not gonna search for it too much. There's you could see where we were, we're prisoners, man. All right, and America is a prison. All right. Now everybody. As soon as I started the video, here we go. Right. Britain had to find somewhere else to send its prisoners. Okay. They established Sydney. So when you go to Australia, those Edomites, and so that's why these places, now you see people behaving the way that they behave, because these places are established by criminals. That's why the worst of the worst Edomites are here, because they're criminals that have set up a criminal, society, man. Okay? Norfolk Island, Van Diemen's Land, and Western Australia as big penal colonies. Okay? So, that was 50,000. Ultimately there were hundreds and hundreds of thousands. Okay? Did France send prisoners to America? Okay, in December 1719, a ship named La Mutiny, or the Mutinous Woman, okay, departed France carrying a cargo of convicts, the only all-female roster of deportees to what would become the United States, Fontaine among them. All right, so they had some whorish women. Okay, some of them were Jake women. All right. So that's why this place is polluted. All right. This place, it's Greeks. It's Greece all over again, man. Okay. It's Rome all over again. It's Babylon. Okay. And so, we were, going back to Alexander the Great, man, he was a, people say bi. He wasn't a bi. He was a full blown, one of them. One of them, okay? And so this is a record of it, okay? First Maccabees chapter 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Shittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and the Medes. Okay, and in this, he didn't, I had to see what that word smitten means right there, but Darius was, according to the docuseries, Darius was killed by one of his generals. Okay, over some booty. All right, he wanted some booty. So and Alexander, he was Alexander the freak Greek. All right, and it's wild because in sex, all right, Greek, okay, it means to pop in the buttocks. All right, to have sex inside of the anus, man. That's what Greek is, man. So it's weird, straight up it's out there, man. And so Alexander, okay, came with that weird fashion of sexuality. And he ended up taking Darius's wife. Okay, he captured her and he popped her and put it, put a baby inside of her, man, which, according to the docuseries, the baby didn't make it, okay? Which, Alexander, they probably did away with it because, that's Esau. He wanted Edomites, all right? But, this shows you also that, you got people running around crying that the Edomites are, no, white people came out of Japheth. No, man, no. You Edomites came out of Shem. Okay, you're descendants of Esau. So Philip, okay, of Macedon, okay, he is a direct descendant of Esau. Alexander is a direct descendant of Esau, okay? And, this is not a black and white thing, okay? You have Alexander took that area over, man. So he has children, okay? His generals, they had children, okay? The armies, okay? They fathered Edomites and Jakes throughout that whole land, throughout that whole region. Okay, so you may see a person, you may think he's an Arab, but he's an Edomite, or he's Jake, or some other part of Alexander's army. Okay. So Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece. Okay. And made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth. Okay. So, Alexander, okay, when it talks of, when the scriptures in the Bible tells you about the devil, okay, it's talking about this guy, man. Okay. There's a part in the docuseries. There's a part of the docuseries where Alexander, he goes off into the desert. Okay. And there was a story that Cambyses, one of the Medo-Persians, had went into the desert to go seek out an oracle, all right, to tell them, of their fate, okay. But Cambyses was taken by a sandstorm, okay, and so Alexander went, to go seek out this oracle, and he survived the sandstorm, okay, and he made it to the oracle. And what came to my mind, man, okay, because this guy, he did some things, man, and you, when you watch this, the docu-series, there's a part where there's a rope, okay, that it said whoever unties this knot, okay, this man, would be like, he would accomplish great things in the earth, okay. And so in his barbaric, okay, Edomite way, he pulled out his sword and just chopped the knot in half, man. And he just chopped it and said, there it is, okay. And that was symbolic to me of that sword, okay. Esau, the power of, he would live by the power of his sword, and Alexander is proof of that, okay. He's proof of that. And then when they went into this desert, okay, what came to my mind is, the sons of God, okay, were gathered, and then Satan came amongst them, all right. And that was, to me, that was Alexander, man. Okay, when he went to that desert, okay. And they asked him, where are you going? He said, walking up and down because, this guy, He said, and made many wars and won many strongholds. Man, this guy was just going to war. Okay? He was just going to war, man. And he slew the kings of the earth, so much that, when he went down into Egypt, then Egypt didn't send, they didn't fight him, battle him. They just, crowned him. Okay? They just crowned him a king, man. A god. They made him a god. So he didn't have to, his strategy was, and it's the strategy of Esau today. So their strategy is not to, to continue to fight you and take you down. See, when you see these police and, shooting Jake, they're under more of their Greek Edomite side, okay? But, a lot of these Edomites, that's not their handle, okay? You're already conquered, okay? You're already conquered, through Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. A lot of you just haven't accepted that. A lot of Jake just won't accept it, And so what Alexander did, man, he'd go into these lands, and when he went into Egypt, he didn't, enslave the Egyptians. He didn't enslave these people. He, became a part of the people of the places that he went to. Okay, and so by him doing that, okay, the people looked at him as a god. And that's how Jake ultimately looks at Esau now. They look at Esau as if he is as if, they're still looking at this devil, okay, as a god. And he knows this strategy. This is a war strategy. This is a war tactic. All right. So he didn't have to, destroy the Egyptians, or, after he won and defeated the Medo-Persians, he didn't have to, put them into slavery. He didn't put them into slavery. They became willing followers, worshipers of him. They bowed to him. He became their God. He was a deity. Okay? And it says, and went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him. Whereupon, okay, the earth was quiet before him, all right? Whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. He became a god, man. Okay, and he's back, okay? His descendants, their whole as a whole people. Okay? They're back with that lifted up spirit. All right? And they're doing the same thing. When you see that movie, there was an eclipse in the movie. So Darius, he didn't listen, okay, because he didn't want to hear what the gods, what ultimately the Most High had to say. There was an eclipse, so he didn't go to his, oracle to see what the because everybody knew what it was. Okay, they said, "Oh man, we can't fight, man. There's a blood moon. Okay, this is a bad sign. All right." And so Darius, he lied, man. He said, "Look, man, tell everybody that this means we're gonna win." Okay. Which, it was Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai giving Esau, letting Esau have his blessing, man. Okay? As Isaac had, given him, man. Okay? And so that's this moment in time, you go into Daniel, all right? It's talking about you damn Edomites, man. You are the devil. Okay, you're not Japheth, and yes, it's talking about all so-called white people. If your bloodline, is not of an Israelite. Now, one thing that they did, and because people still try to say, no, we can still be Japheth. Well, one thing that these people did, see, he said the earth was quiet before him, okay, and he put Ptolemy. Ptolemy was they didn't have Ptolemy uh, on the same thing that Alexander was on, but he was with it. He was right there alongside. He was laughing and buddy, rubbing elbows. So he was with it. Okay, but they put Ptolemy over Egypt. All right, and so you go into the scriptures, believe that would something about the king of the south, the king of the south fighting the king of the north, which was another one of the generals. All right. Now I don't know if that Ptolemy, if the same Ptolemy that was rolling with Alexander was the same one that got into it with the other king. All right, but they were both Edomites. All right, but anyway, what they would do is they would marry the women. They would get women from the nearby, maybe it was a different tribe, so they would marry the woman, and so take her as a wife, and that would ultimately save that tribe, okay, because then they would be part of Greeks, all right. But they were part of Greece, okay, without without they didn't have to say that they were Greece, but they before long they started taking part of the Greek customs, okay. That's how overbearing it was, man. Okay, you have to understand these people were powerful, man. These motherfuckers coming down chopping heads, man. Just sit and watch it, man. You have to understand that's power, okay, and that's through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so verse 3 says, and went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. See, your heart which is lifted up in you is not aright. Okay, and he's back. And the they're the Romans, the Greeks, the Akkadians, they're all the same people. All right, all the same people, man. So, let me see. Wherefore he called his servants, some such as were honorable. I haven't read this in a long time, and had been brought up with him from his youth, okay, and parted his kingdom among them, and that's where you had Ptolemy. Ptolemy was his homie, okay. And then there was another guy named Olympius or something. That was his lover, all right. And then jumping down, it says, and there came out of them a wicked root, okay, Antiochus, all right, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king. Okay, so you see how it melts from the Greeks into the Romans. They're all the same people, all right, and they're all wicked. Okay, they are the wicked, all right. Even though in 11 it says, and in those days there went out of Israel wicked men. Yeah, you got those same wicked men here now. Okay, talking about calling on Jesus Christ, talking about there's hell. They even show you where pretty much that name Jesus come from, and if I'm not mistaken, it's pretty similar to Julius, but there, it wouldn't be pronounced with the J sound. It's with the I. So there was a city that was pivotal in Alexander's military campaign, to where he went, and the name of it was Isusis. Okay, and I said, hey man, that's where they got that word. Sounded like uh, Iusis. All right, what they would say in what they said, Jesus. Okay, or Iusis for Julius. All right, it's the same thing, man. Okay, and you got Hebrew Israelites running around calling on Julius. All right, calling him the Christ, man. Hey, this is deep. This is very deep, man. Just wicked, man. Wicked men. Okay, out of Israel. And then you got other people repeating this shit. That right? Uh, Now, could they have inserted that in that? Okay, but you see, even he embraced all of the pagan customs of the Egyptians, man. Okay, and he was, this guy Alexander, man, he was Rudy Tutti Fruity. Okay, hey, those type of people, they could fight, man. All right, they could fight. You gotta watch it, man. They one of those windmill punches to catch your ass, man. And you're still a man. Okay, strong, because they used to wrestling the man in the bed, and you getting mad. You wrestle, tussle with your woman. Okay, but you wrestling, tussling with another whole man. Okay, so you're getting, that makes them manlier. Not manlier, but muscular. Okay, see, those type of individuals, they're able to hide it. Because like I said, people call them bi, and you know. So yeah, so here we go. See now, and then it goes into so Antiochus was so bad, man. Ptolemy was afraid of him. Okay, and in this docu series, Ptolemy was a beast. Okay, he was a military beast, man. Okay, but anyway, so this is not an attack on anyone's culture. This is for clarity. All right, this is just for clarity. All right, um, and this is where you Edomites get your wickedness to say from. Okay, this is where you get that you know uh that ice from. Okay, um, get that ice from your ancestors, man. Okay, you go back to this root, man. That's why the earth is the way it is. So you're pointing fingers at so-called Israelites, at the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, saying, "Oh, you a criminal, you this." No, man, your history is more bleaker than anyone's, man. You need to stop that shit, man. My battery is about to die. All right, 14%. So I'm going to end it here. Lord willing. Okay, and you could go into Daniel. All right. I'm not sure if it's the seventh chapter. When when they go into this history. All right. But yeah. So until next time, Lord willing, you were edified, and shalom.